You could have the most incredible course in the world that helps people have amazing transformations, but if nobody knows about it, nobody's gonna buy it. What if I told you that YouTube is the most powerful free marketing tool if you are a course creator, and I'm gonna show you why in this video. Hi, I'm Lauren Bateman, and I help course creators leverage the power of YouTube to grow their brand authority so that they can sell more courses. So if you don't want to be relying on paid ads to get your brand in front of other people, listen up, because I'm gonna show you how you can advertise organically and get free leads for your products and services using YouTube. So the number one reason that you should be using YouTube is just visibility in general. So, YouTube, unlike Instagram or TikTok, YouTube is a search engine. This means when you create content, it actually lives for much longer. So it's not uncommon on TikTok or Instagram for you to put out a video and then it dies within, 24 or 48 hours. This is not the case with YouTube. So take this video here, for example. I posted this video 5 years ago in 2020, okay? And this video, according to my analytics, is still getting 600 views every single day. I did this video 5 years ago, and it is still working for me today, selling my products and services, giving visibility to myself and my brand. And speaking of visibility, YouTube is not the only search engine. Some of you might have heard of Google. Well, guess what? Google is the largest search engine and it owns YouTube. So you're getting double visibility because sometimes a video is going to get picked up on YouTube and Google. For example, my guitar lesson on Simple Man has over 1 million views. And a big reason for that is because it's not only getting picked up in YouTube search. When it first came out, it was getting a lot of traffic from Google search as well. So you can double your visibility by using YouTube. Second reason you should be using YouTube is authority and trust. All right, people buy from people they know and they trust people who help them. Okay, so YouTube is going to help you build trust and authority with your brand. Think of it as a test trial of your brand. It allows people to interact with you, experience your products and services without having to put any money down, okay? There's a number of people who peruse my lessons over on YouTube, particularly my guitar lessons, and they try 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all of a sudden they decide that they like my teaching, that I'm helping them, and then they come off the YouTube platform and then go buy my courses. Let me give you a couple examples from my paid guitar community. So Richard Albert said, I got a guitar for my grandchildren and they encouraged me to play. So I signed up with Lauren Bateman after viewing many of her YouTube lessons and songs. I viewed a number of people online, but she most encouraged me to learn. So in this example, Richard had gone and tried a number of different guitar teachers over on YouTube because there's a lot to choose from. And he watched a number of different videos and decided that my teaching style, my personality was the one that best fit his learning style. And then from there, he went on and bought my course. Now, Kim Kick, she said, I stumbled across Lauren while YouTubing songs to play and really enjoyed her teaching style. So I thought, what the heck, let's give this a try. So here I am giving this a try. So this was someone else who was learning guitar and she found a few of my song tutorials, again, liked me, liked my teaching style, and decided to move forward because they know who I am now. They know my teaching style, so they know what they're gonna get in the course. That's why it's kind of like a free trial. They know what they're gonna get in the course because I'm already giving it to them for free here on YouTube. And I think the greatest thing about YouTube is that it can automate your lead generation organically without paying for any ads. So I grew my guitar teaching business, I'm going to say around like $500,000 to $600,000 a year before I really started spending any money on ads. And the great thing about YouTube is it will do this for you while you're sleeping. So it will send you new leads, new customers 24/7. I always tell people, every time you make a YouTube video, it's like having a clone of yourself that never sleeps. And that's what I teach people in my mentorship program. And like when we're doing content, we need to put out specific content that's going to attract a very specific customer. So on my guitar teaching channel, I'm trying to attract older adults over the age of 50 who've maybe tried to learn to play guitar before but haven't had much luck with it, all right? This is kind of like a bucket list item for them that they're trying to check off. So I'm trying to put out content that is going to resonate with this person. So even if I'm sleeping and someone's watching my video over in Australia, they know that this video is made for them. Now, what I do in these videos is oftentimes I'm trying to send them somewhere. So whenever we make a YouTube video, we want to have in mind where we're going to send this person afterwards. It's either going to be another piece of content so that they go down that rabbit hole of maybe watching 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 of our videos. Okay, so they're developing trust and familiarity with our brand. But sometimes what I'm doing is I'm telling people to go off of YouTube. Now, YouTube doesn't like you to send people away from their platform, so you don't want to do this with every video. But say, for example, that video I showed you earlier, okay? That was a video where I was showing people 4 simple chords, and I might say in that video, hey, if you want the printout that goes with this lesson, go to the link in the description below and sign up for my free crash course, and you'll be able to get the PDF printout with not only this lesson, but other exercises for other lessons on my channel. So what people do is they go off of YouTube, they go over to my website and they sign up for this free giveaway. And it's basically a free crash course, all right? And what do I do after that? I get their email and then I email market to them in hopes of selling them a course. And sometimes I will tell people to go directly to my course. I'll say, hey, if you found this helpful, I have a course that teaches you how to do X, Y, and Z. I'll put a link in the description below. Go click on that to learn more. So we're always trying to send people somewhere, either to interact more with our brand or to leave the platform, give us an email, or leave the platform and actually go buy a product from us. There are times when I've gone to bed and we've had a slow sales day and maybe we've done like $500, $600 in sales, and then I'll wake up in the next morning and I'll find out overnight while I was sleeping we did like $2,000 in sales. It happens. It doesn't happen all the time, but I make sales while I'm sleeping. And not only that, it allows you to take time off when you need to. So a few years ago, I went to Iceland for I think about like 10 or 11 days, and I didn't do any work while I was there. I might have did like a couple small check-ins, but I wasn't creating content, wasn't reviewing content, and my team was here working, but I was off on vacation. And by the time I got to the end of that vacation, YouTube had basically helped me pay for the vacation. So that's the great thing about YouTube is it's not entirely passive, but it does allow you to take periods of time off without having to worry that you're not going to be able to pay your bills or having to worry that you're not going to be making money. You can take time. I've taken an entire month off from YouTube in the past and, not missed a beat. So it does provide a lot more flexibility than, say, a 9-to-5 job where you're limited on the number of days you take off. I used to be a contractor at the pharmaceutical company. If I took a day off, I didn't get paid. So you don't have to worry about that with the YouTube channel. It's great in that regards. YouTube gives you the visibility, it gives you the authority, and it gives you free automated lead generation. Now, if you are someone who is serious about selling courses online, you absolutely have to have YouTube as part of your content and marketing strategy. Now, if you're interested, I have a free 30-minute training in the link in the description below, and I'll show you how I use YouTube to generate multiple 6 figures in income and how you can do it too. You don't have to spend any ads. As I said before, I did, $500,000, $600,000 a year without spending a lot of money on advertising. So if you want to see how I leverage YouTube to sell more courses, go to the link to the description below, go watch that free training and learn how YouTube can help catapult your course business to the next level.